What is up, guys? It's Carly here bringing you another video, and today is just another very random haul type video. I just figured I had enough stuff to justify showing it on video, so if you care to watch it, then watch it. If not, then whatever. But I essentially went shopping yesterday with my friend Kaylee. She wanted to just go shopping around for a few things to a few different stores in her area, and anytime I go shopping with her, I end up buying a bunch of stuff I don't need as well. It's a sickness. It's like when I'm with people that gets me motivated to buy things, especially if they're buying things, as opposed to when I go shopping alone. I tend to talk myself out of getting stuff. I don't know, it's weird, but the demon comes out whenever I'm with a friend. So bought a few things with her, and of course it's all like Halloween, spooky, whatever, horror themed stuff. That's the point of the video. But and then today I went to this retro market thing at the Monroeville Mall because my friends Tim and Tom were there selling some DVDs, Blu-rays, books, and VHS, and that's essentially what this little event is just a mini horror flea market, or not really horror, just mini retro flea markets where people sell, old VHS and DVDs, VCRs, TVs, stuff like that. So, it's cool. It's just like one room of the mall, and people are set up in there, but bought a few things off of just Tim and Tom specifically. I kind of just went there to see them, and then I got there was like an hour and a half left, I think, of the event even going on. So, just went there to hang out and bought a few VHS, which I will show here as well. So anyway, I will get into this and just show the stuff I bought yesterday first. So first off, we have this, if I can get it out of the bag, Camp Crystal Lake sign. Yeah, cool Friday the 13th sign with, of course, a Jason mask there, and it just says Camp Crystal Lake, and it can be hung on the wall or obviously just sat on a shelf. Not sure what I'm gonna do with it quite yet. I am running out of wall space and, quite frankly, shelf space. I have way too much stuff. But I thought this was cool. I got this at Marshall's for about $10. So yeah, it was in the Marshall's Halloween section. They have a lot of cute Halloween decor every year, and Kaylee pointed this out to me, and I was like, well, I need that. That's like all year round decor right there. So yeah, thought it was pretty cool, and I had to have it. Yeah, again, I'm not sure where I'm gonna put this yet, but we'll figure it out. We will. So that's that, and then also in that store, I got a obnoxiously big candle, a spiced pumpkin candle, and yeah, this was in the clearance area for like $12. I think it was like $15, so it wasn't the biggest of clearances, but whatever. $12 Giants candle. Smells good. Smells like fall. I needed a new fall candle. I have some from last year, but they're kind of at the end of the ropes, so I needed my place to start smelling like fall real soon. So happy with this. Probably gonna light that tonight. And yeah, I can smell it from here, and it smells really good. Let's see what else. Should have organized this stuff before doing this. Okay, here. So then we went to Target, which I am not a big Target fan. I just never liked it. My mom never liked it when I was growing up. And then when I started trying to give it a shot because everybody raved about Target, I go in there and usually don't buy anything. With that being said, this time was an exception, and in their little like dollar section, it used to be like a dollar section, but now it's like $5 because life sucks now. But anyway, I picked up this cute little ghost magnet, like sort of a vintagey ghost. Yeah, it's a magnet for one doll hair, and they had like two other ones where the ghosts were like sitting and like drinking coffee, and then there was another one where the ghost was drinking coffee and like reading a book. They were super cute, but I was like, I feel like I'd be a poser getting that because I'm not a huge coffee drinker. This is the way my brain works, guys. So I just got the extra spooky one of a ghost just chilling with a few bats in the dark black void. So yeah, I thought that was cute. I love just a classic sheet ghost. Big fan. One of my favorite little like Halloween thingies is that I always buy decorations that are just like white sheet ghosts. So had to grab that. And then I also picked up this Bride of Frankenstein head for I think $5. Yeah, $5 for this, and it does light up, which is pretty cool. I always buy light up stuff and then I never end up lighting it up, but this, you know, it's cool looking either way, but had to have that. Just had to have that. They had a few other ones too, like I think a pumpkin and I don't know, something else. But yeah, you know, in that section they had some decent Halloween stuff. So that was the one of the few times that Target did get me. They got me. And then after that we went to Five Below, and I was impressed because I don't really go to Five Below much anymore, and I always found, like, you know, around the seasons, it never really seemed like they had seasonal stuff. Every once in a while you'd find like a hat maybe or something, but Five Below has stepped up their game and their prices, which is another annoyance because you were supposed to be Five Below and now you're like $5.55 and up. Anyway, but they had a lot of Halloween stuff, and that was cool, and they had a lot of t-shirts and whatnot. So I just got this Exorcist shirt. I do have an Exorcist hoodie, but I do not have a shirt. So thought that was cool, you know, and it's just the basic classic poster. A lot of their shirts were like, you know, had a lot going on them, like Halloween, you know, Michael Myers, and then would have like a million quotes and stuff. So I like how this is just like the basic shirt, and that is that. How much was this? Does it even say? I don't think it, no, it does not say. I was just curious. I feel like this was like $5.55 or something like random like that, but whatever. I don't buy many shirts anymore, but I've recently gotten rid of a few that just don't fit or got like ruined in the wash. So I was like, okay, I'll buy a shirt. Why not? Why not? So that was the only thing I got at Five Below. Like I said, they had some other things. They did have like a Chucky coloring book that I almost got because I love coloring in my free time, but I did not. And that was kind of that. Kaylee got definitely a few things in there, but that was all I needed. Not that I needed it at all, but anyway, and then we went to Bath and Body Works. And again, Bath and Body Works, I don't really go there a whole lot by myself anymore. That was a store my mom always loved when I was growing up, and just, you know, all women love that store, and I usually only go in it when a friend is going there because they are so expensive. And I used to get their candles, but their candles actually really give me allergy, like my allergies start acting up with their candles, and I've heard other people say that too. I don't have that issue with any other candles, so it's something about the ingredients in theirs that just does not work for me. Anyway, I happen to need hand soap, and they were selling their soaps for, I think it was 5 for $27, and how many more times can I say doll hairs? Let's just see. But anyway, so I picked up 5 fall scented soaps, and to be honest, I didn't even like smell them before buying them. You know, you can try them, but it's soap, and I was like, I'm not gonna squirt like soap on my hand to be sticky and have to like wash it off and everything. And so I just kind of took a leap, and it is what it is. So the first one I got was Fresh Fall Morning. I just got ones that sounded like safe, like they would probably smell good. Like this one has like apple and citrus scents, and I feel like apple is like a safe scent. You can't really go wrong with that. And then I got Leatherbound Pages. That one just sounded interesting. I don't really know. Yeah, it's got like hints of vanilla in it. So another scent that I find safe typically. And then we have Harvest Gathering. I really just like the look of the bottle on this, to be honest. And I think it's another like appley, yeah, apples and berries type scent. And then we got, what is this? Pumpkin Apple. Yes, so as you can see, I go with apple. And pumpkin's obviously a good one too. Like I love apple and pumpkin, so that's more of like a sweeter scent. Watch track. And then yeah, this is the last one, and this is like got dented, but oh well, it's not broken. Ice cream float. Yes. So this was, they had a few like Halloween ones, and like specifically Halloween and not just fall. And they had this one, and they had another one that was called like Vampire Blood or some sort of blood. But I feel like anything that's like blood, like is never actually smells good, and it just looked cool in the bottle. So I skipped on that one, but this is another one. It's like a you know, it's like a vanilla-y, sugary type scent. So more of a sweeter scent, but yeah, excited for that. I'm stocked up on soap now, and that is cool. So is that everything I got? Yeah, that's everything I got yesterday. Just a bunch of random stuff. Today, like I said, I went to that retro market and hung out with my friends a bit, so that was cool. And they were, you know, selling some of their movies mixed in with some of our friend Maddie's movies, who I have not really brought up on this channel at all. Well, I have, but I haven't brought up basically Maddie passed away in June, and it was very, you know, tragic and traumatic and out of nowhere, and she is very deeply missed. She was pretty much one of my best friends, and yeah, so yeah, that's, you know, that has sucked, but she had an insane amount of movies, and I helped clean out her place, and there was movies, I think, multiplying in the place while we were cleaning it out. So I was joking that we were going to open the refrigerator and find some, because it was just like, when you thought you were done, you would like move furniture and there would be more, like another like stack or shelf of films. You would open a closet and movies would come. It was a nightmare. It really was. But she loved her movies, and you know, I have a decent amount of movies, as you can see, but she had like 10 times that. So you know, with the permission of her parents, these guys have been selling off her movies so that they're not going to waste or anything, and then it's going to go into their convention, which is super cool. And yeah, so anyway, I ended up buying 5 movies. I'm assuming these were Maddie's. Even Tim didn't really know. He was like, I mixed in some of my stuff with there, but yeah, the thing, Maddie always had a lot of VHS tapes, which is cool, because I like to collect tapes, and you can't really find them anywhere now. I used to pick them up at Goodwill, if you remember my old videos and stuff, and Goodwill's never had, at least around here, like Goodwill's never really carry tapes in general, and if they do, it's like children's tapes. But anyway, so I grabbed this one called Dark Harvest. It probably like sucks. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. There are so many movies called Dark Harvest, and they're usually all Scarecrow movies, which this one clearly is. Yeah, 2003. It says this came out. So or 2004. I don't think I've seen this, but I was kind of a sucker for the cover, not gonna lie. And I do like Scarecrow movies and stuff of this nature. So we'll see. It might suck, it might not. That is the luck of the draw right there, friends. And then I got the Amityville Curse. I dig that cover. And I've never seen this movie, and here I am double checking because I'm like scared now that I haven't forgot, but now I can't even see. But I don't own it on VHS. I have I think I have all of the Amityville movies, except for maybe part 3 on VHS, like the Amity, not the, you know, I know there's like 62 of them now or something like that. I mean, like, you know, just the original ones that were meant to be like TV sequels and stuff like that. Like I have The Evil Escapes and 1992, It's About Time, New Generation, I think, is one. I have part 1 and part 2. Yeah, I think I have like all of them now besides part 3, which is fun. Like I have that one on the Scream Factory Blu-ray set, but I don't really like that movie anyway. Yeah, I've never seen this one to my knowledge. I believe this was like this was like the weird one that came out and was supposed to be like either part 4 or part 5 or something, but then it didn't really get included in that, and instead they were like, Evil Escapes will be part 4. It's about one of them like kind of took over, and this one kind of fell by the wayside, if I am correct at all. But either way, I just wanted to get it to kind of, I like to complete franchises on tape, so I just like the look of them on the shelf, and I will watch them, so that is cool. Then I grabbed Frostbiter. This is a trauma movie, and that's pretty much why I bought it. It is I'm not like super well versed in Troma, but the films I have seen, I have thoroughly enjoyed. So I've been trying to, or I've been wanting to, you know, just pick up more and check them out. And this looks promising from the cover. Like, I mean, why not? Yeah. So we're gonna watch that, see what that's all about. I have no other comment. I don't know anything about this movie, so we're gonna check it out though. We're gonna see. And then we have Children of the Corn 5. This movie's, from what I've seen, is pretty awful. Thing about this one is, one time I was at Maddie's and I think we probably like went out and I don't even remember like what led up to this night, but then we went back to her place and, you know, we'd been drinking, so I was gonna like stay the night and stuff, and, I forget, I don't even know why this would have come up, but Children of the Corn 5 came up for some reason, and Maddie was like, I have that on VHS. And then Maddie went and put it in the VCR on her TV, and we started watching it, and it was alright. And then Maddie fell asleep, and then I was there alone fending for myself and like watching this movie, and I was getting so bored. Like, it just like turned completely like boring, and then I was just lonely. So and at that point I was like sober too, because we had drank like early. I think we like watched a different movie, and then like it was like getting later and later, so she put this on, and I couldn't fall asleep, so I finally just like skedaddled out of her place and went down to my car, and I think just went home. So yeah, not a great film is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't like it at first I was entertained by it, and then it seemed like as soon as Maddie fell asleep, it just completely came to like a halt for me. So I didn't watch the whole thing, and I never had watched the whole thing prior to that. So I got it though because I have that memory, that stupid memory with Maddie, and also I have Children of the Corn part, I think 1, 2, 1, 3, 4, I don't know. I'm trying to collect these too. This franchise is what I'm trying to say. So I got it. All right. And then lastly, we have Children of the Corn 666, Isaac's Return. And I have heard this is like the worst one out of all of them, out of all the sequels that came from Children of the Corn. And I just grabbed it because I had never seen this one before and I did not own it. And yeah, so we're gonna check that out. You know, I like the cover art on these. You know, I mean, this one's like Floating Heads-esque and stuff, but I don't know, I just kind of dig it. I'm a sucker for it. But we'll see how that one is too. I think I am in like part 7, so I needed like these like few middle-y ones to kind of complete or you know, get closer to completing all of that. And you know, I know there's like newer ones out too that I'm not gonna find on VHS, but whichever one, you know, whatever ones came out on VHS, I like to collect. So anyway, guys, that was long-winded. Video is probably way too long, but that's just me. And yeah, that's all my stuff. The stuff definitely, you know, made my brainwaves go up and made me happy to buy it. Even though I probably shouldn't have, and I should have saved money, but it's like Halloween time, and I need to, you know, just fulfill my serotonin levels and stuff like that. So, I bought the stuff, and that's that. Yeah. I don't know if I'll buy any more or not this season, but I just bought, like, I like to buy a few things per year, you know, when it comes to, like, decorations and whatnots, and the scents, you know, like the candles and the soap or body wash, stuff like that. But yeah, so if I buy anything else crazy, I'll do, like, another haul video probably, but besides that, you know, I have Cinema Wastelands coming up, so I'm sure I'll buy a bunch of stuff there and do a video of it. I'm going to try to do 31 Days of Horror. I've already been prepping that, and I've been kind of failing miserably, not going to lie, because I'm just going through, like, movies in my collection I hadn't watched, and it turns out there's a reason I hadn't watched them, because a lot of them are very mediocre. So yeah, but it, you know, I think it should get done. It'll get done. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video, and as always, I will talk to you in the next one.